So I'm going from a $2,500
Yeah.
8-week course to a $5,000 annual.
With
that's
all
what-
three of them bundled
That's what you told me
together.
to do, so we're
Yep.
doing it. Annual subscription.
Yeah.
Comes with the same course, but now it has a community.
Yeah.
Should I just launch with that offer, or should I have a downsell and an upsell?
I would just launch with that. Keep it simple.
And then just test that out and see if I want to add something later?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Just jam as many people into that as you can, and then just work on the retention piece. So are you familiar with YPO, like Young Professionals Organization?
Yeah.
So there are only a handful of networks that I think have done it really well. I think Chief for a minute was, and then they kind of like lowered the bar. And so one of the really hard parts about building a network is it's all about the quality of the network, unsurprisingly. And so like Harvard maintains its reputation not because it can collect $60,000 a year from people, but because they turn down 91%. And so if you want to build it into a really enduring business, it's about making it into the best networking community for advertisers, so that it's like over the long term you build the brand into something that people aspire to get that gold star next to, so that they can put it on their resume and they're like, I'm part of this association, and then people know who hire, again, long term, that this is something that has gravitas. Short term, you can just sell shit and make money. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that if you wanted to build this into like a big thing, that's the path.
Is there anything you would do to make it feel more exclusive and more hard?
Turn people down. Just being real. Like everything of exclusivity comes down to who you choose to not take money from. Like you can't be exclusive and also accept all forms of payment. And that's the hardest part. That's why most people can't do it. It's because it takes a way longer time horizon. And I don't know if that's if you want to do that. Like, because the thing is like you can not have that horizon, just know how to market and sell and make 10 million bucks a year. And so for a lot of people, it's like, I'm good with that. And so you can do that. But if you want to build a household brand and like basically, the thing is you have the track record that it's actually in the cards for you. Most people can't because they didn't run the most successful ad campaign of all time. And so like that's something that, if I were you, I'd be like, do I have the patience to build something over a decade? And if I do, then that would be something that I would consider. But if I was like, if you're like, hey Alex, how to make more money? I'd say, fuck all that. Just run ads to that thing, hop on the phone, sell people the $5,000 a year membership.
Isn't another way to do that just keep jacking up the price?
Yeah, you can. I mean, the thing is the increase in price theoretically, quote, raises the bar, but it doesn't. Because think about like Harvard's expensive, but it's like there's a price that gets a certain type of person there, but you still have to be able to turn people away. It's both. That's the tough part.
All right, I look forward to your creatives being my first customers.
If you're a business owner and you are not growing as fast as you'd like, I'd like to give you a free gift. So my team and I put together the $100 million scaling roadmap, which is basically 200 hours of us looking over all the portfolio companies we've had and what stages of growth they went through, and more importantly, where they got stuck and how they got past it. And so we broke it into these 10 stages, and we made this little kind of quiz thing where if you put in your business information, it'll tell you where you're at, and the most important part for you, what to do for each of the functions of the business across product, marketing, sales, customer success, recruiting, IT, human resources, and finance. And so no matter what you're struggling with, someone else has already struggled with it and solved it. And so I'd like to give you this thing absolutely free. You can go to acquisition.com/roadmap, plug in your business information. And if you want us to actually help you deconstrain the business and you're trying to scale, we'd love to help you out. On the thank you page, you can just book a call with my team, and we will look at the business, see if we can help. And if we can, we'll invite you out to Vegas, and we'll do this in person live.